Hey, it's a glorious day today in the beautiful Sunshine State, the Golden State, the place of goldenness where a lot of gold was extracted and taken, and all the cool things of the essence of this land was just continuous day being bulldozed over by mechanical monsters and machine driven men whose brains are welded to the caterpillars of which they operate. Regardless, my efforts continue. The front line is strong. We aren't losing ground. We only gain ground. And we only gain ground, funny thing, through the uses of our vehicles. I ain't arriving on donkey and horseback with my biochar kilns. But hey, I use as little as possible. And that's the goal. Using as little as we need. Because we can evolve these systems. I have the knowledge and I know the methods. I know the plants. I know the reactions. I know what we need to use to create these biosyn. Syn means life. SYN, synthesis, life synthesis. All kinds of cool stuff. All kinds of, there's pyrolysis machines, there's microbial machines. Dang. You can turn methane into different, you can use a catalyst, turn things into hydrogen and create cells made of chitin that are mycelial based with a chitin sheath. Chitin is one of the strongest materials. It can actually go through, you can use those in spaceships, you can use those in art, like you can link up things in a certain way. If only our chemistry industry was sponsored by those with passion and rather than false profiteering. And here's an example, and I'm experiencing this once again. Once again, I go to a different location. I go to a different county. And I run into these information issues where they have paywalled public information because it's a GIS system. And it's just a file and it's digital. And there's all these regulations with the California Public Resource Code and governance that says that they have to release these informations. These are just public knowledge. This is people paid money for them to get that work done, and it adds to a file and it becomes an archive, and it's just a GIS database file. It's a shape file, and anybody who does mapping understands this. And now I'm asking Mendo because I'm trying to do fire resistant procedures. We're making biochar out of wood. It's so freaking simple and it's nothing new. It's not even that trivial. It's like digging in the ground and finding worms. So simple. It's like the sun rises on the east, right? Sets on the west. It's not trivial. We know which way the weather flows. We know which way wind blows. We know the cardinal directions. We know basics. And they create falsehoods, fakes, and then there's these laws that they're mandated to follow, and then they're like, oh, we interpret it this way, and then we're gonna wait till we get challenged because you do something and then the first time you're told you kind of just ask for forgiveness. Well, listen, buddy, there's already precedent. There's precedents are set. People already went after counties who restrict information flows. You can't just say, hey, this GIS data is $47 for us to work 15 minutes. And like, what are you guys sitting around waiting for Outlook to send? Is that the 15 minutes? Literally, I work with maps all the time. It's a file that's sitting in a folder. You drag it, drop it. You are sending me emails saying that you want me to pay $47 for public information that my nonprofit's accessing so we can write a fire grant. It is nonsense. I am honestly upset, let down. And then they continue to lie and lie and lie. Dude calls me, the corporate officer calls me at 8:34 p.m. at night. This guy called me at 8:39, 8:14 p.m. because I was sending them that this is public records information, and there's certain, and they're like, no, we are following this commercial code. I'm like, bitch, public resource code fucking supersedes you. State law supersedes your stupid jurisdiction. You're just enfranchised me, guaranteeing funds to your state. Shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm on the same level as you. I'm a public entity. I open a nonprofit for a reason, so I get protected by these laws. Once I become under their jurisdiction, I can use them. You don't need to be a fucking lawyer to do it. You can represent yourself. You just, I had to incorporate. I'm sorry. Yeah, commercial code is junk, especially when I'm a public entity. I'm a public man. I'm executive. Fuckheads. And they're just all sitting around looking like douchebags. And I look up for all precedent in the state. And it's like, yo, it's rare for a nonprofit to be charged GIS data to do grant writing, a requirement set to you by another state agency, Cal Fire. They're requiring me to do this. I don't want to do this. I just want to get the fucking money to do the work because the work needs to be done. And like, yo, you guys see my hands. You guys see how I look. I didn't sit and idle. I was all weekend. Hear this. Here's another thing that really frustrates me. We were a part of an event where there was prescribed burners, pile burners, forest professionals, forest stewarding, all kinds of like forest health mindset. Like, we're gonna fix our timber stands. We're gonna reduce the fuel loads and everything. And it was great. But we had to pay. Our organization had to pay $100 to sponsor that. And then we made about 5 yards of biochar, which is worth like per yard. It's worth about $125 to $150. Artisanal char is worth a lot more. No, it's California. This is California I'm talking about. But California is a beautiful state because in the 1979 they started making these laws to guarantee the quality of the environment for all citizens. But it got it got twisted through time. It got twisted to the point where now it's been reversed. It's not the image, the mask is there of, oh yeah, this is for like CEQA, California Environmental Quality Act. That was from Public Resource Code Division 13, Section 21000. And that tells us, before even they list organizations, that they list in the first thing, it says citizens. It says the people. It says those who are invested, who want to become the shareholder of the environment, stakeholders, those who have the hearts. That's what the nonprofit section was supposed to be formed for. It was supposed to be shell organizations. It was supposed to be hiding your money and giving people money to bury logs in the forest like Bill Gates is doing right now. And yet they understand, they know we exist. They know we're out here with the people. And we're like, hey, we don't want to make anyone look bad. We just want to do the right effing thing. We want to get this on track. The world needs to be on track. We're depleted. We are depleted. Everywhere has been extracted tenfold, 20-fold, 30-fold for thousands of years since that Marduk mentality came on board and the Yahweh or whatever, the Zaway, the my way or the highway started happening. And just like killing children and all this weird shit. And building towers of Babylon and remixing astrology to a 12 on 12. And then hiding one of the most sacred signs, which was Fucus. And guess who's got Saturn there? You're talking to a Saturn Ophiuchus with Mars and Cetus, Mira and Menkar. I pulse. It's a pulsation. It comes and goes. It comes and goes, and then it's gone. And that builds up, and the volcano explodes. The volcano has not. Mount St. Helens has not blown at all yet. And I'm speaking esoteric language. And those who can understand those words, cool for you, good for you, I'm happy for you. And I just hope to God that Mendo kind of gets their head out of their fucking asses, because I got them now. I got all this shit against them now. I got a case that they're withholding public information. That's serious. That's a big effing deal. And there's no reason to do this. There's no reason unless there's something else. There's a cord. There's some deeper shit involved with them releasing that information. And that's probably all it is. And wow, what a great thing. My environmental organization uncovered some insecurity they have about releasing information. What's going on in the county? What's going on in Mendo? Hello? What's going on? Now I gotta dig deeper. Now I gotta do my Sherlock Holmes. I have something going on. There's something here. Who the fuck was his assistant? Jenkins or some shit. I don't know. I don't know this stuff, but it's like, whoa, there's something else here now. I can sense it. I'm like, whoa, here's a really good. My organization is great. We're squeaky, squeaky clean, and we're talking to these guys. They're not. There's something going on. And this is where I get anxiety because I'm like, fuck, I just wanted to make biochar and now it's turning this other bot freaking shit. And it's like, yo, this baggage, is out of control. Who's gonna take out the trash? More like incinerator. At this point, we need incinerators. There's nowhere to put the trash, do we? Here I'm trying to make more space, and all they want to do is condense and consolidate. It's like, yo, the universe wants to expand. You can't put a rubber band around this shit anymore, okay? It's not gonna take. It's gonna take more than duct tape. Jeez, enough is enough. Aren't y'all exhausted? I'm exhausted. This is exhausting, but I have an unlimited energy source. As long as I have my passions and my projects put behind it, and I'm doing the middle path. But here, these guys are left and right and swinging right all the left, and their fucking pendulum swinging through the middle path all the time. Like, whoa, wipe them out. Yeah, woo, Republican, woo, Democrat, woo, woo. That's America. That's just our model. It's all over the place. This is a global spell, man. You wonder why all these third world nations with corporate backing are just polluted. Fucking jams of trash and junk, lines of sewage trucks. Yo, obviously some people here understand there's something going on that we are protecting because there's a lot of laws against them. There's ways to go after them. You want to F up the environment? Listen, we can build structures that aren't like that. We can have mycelium homes. We can grow our homes from the freaking ground. It's really easy. Really easy. Ground supply is all you need. It's the most beautiful sandbox ever created. And I'm sick of seeing people shitting all over it and thinking that, oh, we gotta go get the metals. The metals we go get the metals. That's for us. That's for us to do. You know, metal does come out of the fucking ground. It just comes out like a sludge. You can go grab that. You don't have to dig holes. You don't have to fuck up the rivers. Gold flows in the rivers. Jeez. You just gotta have the right mind about it. We don't know still Argonaut, David and the Argonauts and the Golden Fleece and all that shit. Tons of stories about that. And shiny metals, I guess, are just for the toddlers, anyways. So we all got the story about the Mendo, bro. I had a really great conversation when I first called him. Went great. Got the information I needed. Once I started asking for the files, bam, everything went to shit. I'd escalate things a little bit with showing them the books and the laws. And then they get all freaked out because someone's speaking the code. And then I get all worried and they get all anxiety ridden and they get all defensive. And I'm just here saying, yo, I'm not... Because no one talks like that. Civics is so defunct that anybody who knows civics is seen as like, they're a lawyer. Oh, they're going to sue me. Oh, shit. We got to review our whole code. We got to go through our bylaws before I even talk to this guy again. So it creates more delay. And I never like to go that avenue, but it's like they don't respond any other way. They're robots. They need the code. There's no more of this. There's no more like, oh yeah, dude's homie's going for he's doing this for the forest. Here you go. If I got to answer to my superiors why I gave this file, I'm not worried about why I did something because I knew it was the right thing to do. That's not. That's how things should be operating. I guess everyone needs to read the Art of War book and really understand diplomacy. And literally, you don't have to follow superior orders if you know it's right. It's literally in that book. It's ancient. That's ancient wisdom. That's why we call ourselves Homo sapiens, because we had that knowledge. We had the sapien. We had the wise ones. We're here. And they're back. And they're here. And they're like, yo, guys, Shit's fucked. And it's like, oh, no one likes Cassandra. Well, guess what, nigga? What happens when Cassandra starts doing something about it? What are you going to do? Can't hide in superior courts. I'll invite the whole goddamn state. I'll invite other states. I'll invite other lawyers. I'll get a whole team of environmental lawyers here. Is that, I mean, the money's there. A lot of money. There's a lot of money in these bags for environmentalism. What environmental lawyer wants to step up? Applications open. Go to biocharcoalition.org. Send us a message. If you're a lawyer, we could use you. Pro bono, bags there. Posterity's there. Help me rip it open, because I'm going to do it. It's going to happen eventually. It's going to be a lot slower. If someone has a team, paralegals, they have access to the precedents. They have access to the databases. We run our AIs, bam, ironclad, sent, boom, settlement. Settle, we settle, right? I don't want this going anywhere. I want this under the rug. I want this behind closed doors. Because that's where the money's at. And if I have to sacrifice that bag to go public with it, so be it. Then I'll get gratuity. And that's money, that's evergreen shit. Because if you save someone's home because you made biochar, guess what? You're a rock star. Guess what? Word gets out. Guess what? You can't stop that. That's like an avalanche. That's like a flash flood. You know? When there's a flash floods, infrastructure crushes. Bam. Think of infrastructure of your mind and how you built your city, the city in your head. What's flowing there? What machines are operating up in that shit? Well, y'all give care and be careful. Learn the code. Learn your local codes. I really suggest it. I highly suggest it. Civics is at its all-time low in this country. I don't think many people understand how to speak the ease, the legal lease, legal ease, legal sneeze, legal yes please. So we want to learn the law. It's really simple. Find out what laws that you're under jurisdiction with, what controls your day, and make sure you follow the speed limits. That's it. Give care and be careful.